Then there are stickers. There's this A-line dress. I think I like her. Again, with the dress, I like her in the corner, just looking up. Phone case. I'm gonna scale it down a bit. And you can either center the design vertically or horizontally, but I think I like this one. Again, at the bottom, just looking up, it's a nice bright yellow background. And the best thing about it, this is that while making the changes, you can constantly have a preview. Wherever I take this, I'm gonna see a preview wherever she goes. So I'm gonna just bring her back here. Yeah, I like it. Now we have phone wallet. So this is like a back come front case, but I still would want her to be on the back side. So I'm just gonna place her here and have a look at how it looks. Yeah, it looks good. Then there's the tote and a pillow. Okay, floor pillow. In a floor pillow again, I would want her to look up to you like that. Yeah. Okay, good. And if something like this is very perfectly placed, like you like the way it's looking in the preview, just don't twitch it at all, don't make any changes, keep it as it is. Now this as a curtain, I wouldn't want her to just be at the bottom somewhere looking at you. I would want her to be everywhere. Okay, so you can just choose a nice pattern and give it up and down. Change. There are patterns like regular grid or offset grid, and I'm just going to put an offset grid here. Then there's mug, so you can choose the default view. I like this view where the whole thing is clearly visible. Change the size. Also, if I want a particular product in a different color, different from all these other colors, I can personally go and I can go and individually change this color to whatever I want. But I think I like it in yellow itself. Over here, I like this. Okay, leggings. I'm not very sure how a happy face would make sense, but okay, it doesn't really harm to give an option for the preview. I don't like it that much, so I'm just going to reduce the size. Yeah, okay. Try to keep them as centrally placed as possible. Mini skirt again, I would want her to, just sit there at the bottom corner looking at you. So yeah, just like this short. But scarves, I would want her to repeat herself. So I'm just gonna go all the way. Yeah. iPad case, I like her. I think something like the phone itself, the phone case. Gonna keep her at the bottom. I like the bag. I like the spiral notebook, but I think I should reduce the size of it so the whole thing is clearly visible. Only for hardcover journals, you get one more option that is on both the sides. So I'm going to go with this and reduce the size on the product to something like this. She's just sitting at the bottom. So she's like visible from both the sides of the journal. I really like how she's looking on the clock. I'm really not gonna twitch it at all. She's just looking so happy. Yeah. Again, all of these look perfect. Now, what else do we have here? We have water bottles. You can't really change the color of the bottle. You can simply change the scale or the orientation and the position. Bath mats. Perfect. Ooh, bath mat makes it a little naughty where she's just peeping into you when you stand after a bath. After a nice shower. Okay. turning on everything. This is a wood or canvas mounted print. The size should be this, but she should be somewhere here. And there could be a nice coat here, but you can always get that done later. I think the cotton tote bag. Oh, socks. Okay, scale it down. And socks, I usually scale down all of my designs because I don't think anyone would want just one pattern on a sock. Nice pin button. Scale her down a bit. So floral tiara is visible. It's a mask. I think for mask it makes sense with all COVID thing going on. You know, the whole concept of hope makes a lot of sense here. This is a backpack. I'm not sure how she'll look on a backpack, but we can always try it out. Okay, just put her here first. And again, when you're not having a pattern, there is no design on the pocket that you see here. So again, with backpacks, I usually prefer having a pattern. Looking good. Put colorful flowers on yellow background. Again, duffel bag and then repeat her. Or you could just place her here, reduce the scale or something. But make her sit there. Choose a pattern, or you could just choose a pattern. But I think I like her there. Really making more sense there. With the whole she's just sitting there. Makes more sense. Just have her there. And that's it. Apply changes. Those are all the products that they are. You can just quickly take a look at all of them if you want to change any of that. I don't feel like I want to, so I'm gonna go ahead with this. Okay, now again, how you're gonna get paid with this. If you go to every product that there is, so I'm just randomly clicking on a product, say Spider-Man book. If you go here, you see the pricing that is there, and the markup is the kind of profit you're gonna earn out of it. So for Spider-Man book, they are selling it for $15. You're gonna get 60% of that. That comes to around 7.5. If you don't want a 50% markup, that if you want to reduce the price of the spiral notebook, you can reduce the price, your markup here, like say 30, and it goes down. So I want to say 20, and it's gone further down. So this was a painting. It's basically an oil painting created in digital media. So I'm going to tick on painting and digital art. Next you see is default product in your shop. So in the shop, every design will have a preview of one product. So they're not obviously going to show 60 products at once. So for preview, I would want, okay, so we'll have a look at all the products that are there. And I really like how it's looking on a laptop screen, or on a clock or a bath mat. So I'm going to choose one of them. Or the safest option I usually go for is the canvas mounted print. So where it's flat so you can see all the typography and all the design, all the twitches in the design. So I'm just going to go for a canvas print. Is this mature content? No. It doesn't contain any kind of nudity or adult language or alcohol or drugs or guns or violence or anything that would be unsafe for kids to see. If you're not sure about your art or the contents of your art, you can always refer to the guidelines. Who can view this work? There's nothing private in this, so I think anybody can view it and anybody can buy it. In the end, if you have the right to sell the products containing in this artwork, so if you made it or you own it, only then can you sell it, right? So if that is the case, then you can pick this and save work. Once your work is added, this is how you will see. You will see the design here, and then you will see all the products it's available in. So just take a look at it once if there's anything you want to change. I'm really liking how it's looking. You know, all the t-shirts and laptop sleeves, pin, phone case, scarf, sticker, pillows. Oh, I really like the way this turned out. The tote bag, I really like it. I'm liking it a lot, yeah. And the mask. Okay, so I think so far it's turned out well. Okay, now if you go to your shop, head to your shop, and you'll see that you have your product added to the shop with different other products that you've added before. Now this was just an artwork that I've added, so I had the liberty of playing around with it and maybe repeating it in some for some products and keeping it just one single thing. Like here I've kept it just one single thing, and in quite a few products I've repeated it in grids. But usually when you add type to the design, you can't really play around that much. For example, I'm just going to show you this. So focus on the kind of type you're adding. The type should be really stuck around with the art so you can play around and goof it up a bit. So here I have been able to repeat it in a grid pattern because the type was with it. So make sure you do that. Here we have different products. This is another product that I have. And these are all my other different products I'm selling here. Okay. So I hope you understood how easy and how basic it is to sell your artwork, upload your first piece of artwork on Redbubble and get selling. And once you've shared this piece of art with the world, in no time people are going to start buying. Obviously, to, you'd want more and more people to see it. So share your work on your social media profiles or where you think people might be interested in buying something like this and get selling. And do follow my shop or my artist profile. My name is Nupur Tadkar and these are my artworks, so you can just recognize me from those. Okay, thank you.